fight. In this world, there are powers that go beyond human understanding. Please wait. If I wait too much longer, I won't be able to follow Sayo. Don't be selfish, Mayumi. When I reach the other side, I will pray for you, that you may be saved and blessed. Thanks. Praying helps so much. I'm not religious. Nothing against religious people, but just my opinion. I am unable to stop him as he is wrapped in a brilliant light. Just as Seo was, in the next moment his form is gone. Was he able to cross over? My question is directed at thin air, so naturally there's no reply. I wonder if this is a time when you should say congratulations. Congratulations! You died and passed over! Yeah, I don't think so. Thinking it over a bit, I look up in that position. I close my eyes. Please find peace. Before I realize it, I'm alone again, but it's alright. Even if something happens, I will not fail. I've prepared myself. Well then, I have to walk on. Oh. Well, I'm gonna save. Oh wait, menu, save. There's so many decisions. And I'm gonna see, I wanna go back to Himeno and just see what happens. Ha, ha. I've run all over Mansion Aquarium returning to the stage. Mayu? Having reached the shed on the edge, I caress Himeno's form as she lies on her back. She's in a chair. She's alive. For that alone, I'm incredibly happy. Herc. Are you okay? Her face red and feverish, Himeno seems to be suffering. There seems to be some change. She is no longer spewing out the parasites that were consuming her body. Could it have stopped? The parasite's strange propagation and assault, maybe they were linked to the grudge of Mansion Aquarium. Now that the director has crossed over, maybe the so-called curse has vanished as well. In other words, at this point, Himeno has been freed from this absurdity. Now all that's left is to get her out of here, take her to the hospital and get her on an IV and restore her strength. Let's go. Let's get going, but I can't carry you on my own. Physically, there's little I can do. At times like this, I regret my own lack of motor skills. I glance around the room looking for something that can help. This is it! There is a hand truck for moving boxes. They probably have large tools and such on hand for the shows. I can do it. With this, we can make it. I call out to the suffering Himeno many times. I bring the hand truck over to Himeno and somehow set her on top of it. From there, I get a vigorous start. We charge the route with a few ups and downs, heading for the gate. The hand truck is slicker than expected, so I push it with all my might. It's only been a 5-minute dash. Having reached the finish line unharmed, I stand completely still before several turnstiles, one right next to the other. Finally, we made it here. In just a number of steps, I'll be able to save Himeno. If that's the case, I can keep going. Is that crazy biatch gonna come? At that moment, we pass the ticket gate. It feels as if we are enveloped in a light. Together with Himeno, I head past the light. Oh, is this gonna like be the end of the game? I'm gonna play a little bit longer in this stream and see what happens if we go to the deep sea aquarium. A few weeks has passed since that dramatic escape. There is no change in my physical health, and the weakened Himeno is in the hospital even now. Oh. I came to pay you a visit, Himeno. Lately, I visit her hospital room every day. Every time I go to see her, she is so happy. Haha, thanks, Mayu. Looking at the sickly Himeno is painful. If I could, I'd get her out of the hospital right away. Well, it seems they have to keep me a little longer for observation, so just wait a little longer. Lying on the bed, Himeno smiled at me. Well, she's not dead, so that's good. I don't remember if it started that day or not. Despite the fact that she is hospitalized, Himeno's condition, has deteriorated. Even after a month has passed, Himeno has lost her enthusiasm, just before her escape from Manton Aquarium. As each day passes, her own condition worsens. At the suggestion of Himeno's parents, she has changed hospitals, but her circumstances don't seem to have improved. Himeno. Don't know how much time has passed. It's probably been half a year since we escaped the Red Manton Aquarium. The amount of words Himeno says has drastically decreased, and it has become difficult for her to eat on her own. Himeno, why? I wanted us to eat ice cream together. We had so many fun things ahead of us. My heart overflows from its very core with thoughts and feelings. Smile once more. I don't know how many times I've said these words in this hospital room. However, she shows no hint of a reaction. Himeno's attending physician says quite bluntly that the cause is probably something unknown to science at present. Then doesn't that mean I wasn't able to save Himeno? No. I don't want us to say goodbye here. It doesn't matter how many years it takes. If I can see that smile again. So please. Where salvation lies. Well, now I'm gonna see what happens. Go to the deep sea aquarium. Bad end. I guess I have to figure more out. What I did isn't good enough. It does not suffice. I feel like there's should have got more of the bad ends, because it gives you a bit more story. Wait, is this one right? There. I reach for the small handle under the director's desk. Wait just a little longer, Himeno. I have no time, but that means I have to be all the more careful. In a way, this is Manton Aquarium's final puzzle. The closed-down deep-sea fish booth, everything will be settled there. There has to be an end to the Red Manton Aquarium. Embracing the vigor in my chest, I pull open the small door. I descend the ladder leading from the director's office, walk along the dark underground passageway for several meters, and reach another ladder. Causing a dull sound to echo, I climb the ladder. As I approach the door overhead, cold air flows through. Oof! Pushing the door up with my head, I've reached the top of the ladder. That looks actually pretty. That'd be pretty mean though, killing all those fish, like over 1,000 fish. Shouldn't they donate them somewhere or something? Or set them free? This is the deep sea fish booth. I mutter, closing the door I came up through. Inside it's pitch black. As if to match the real deep sea, it is in a world with no light. My unease in the dark comes from deep down in my heart. However, at this moment, I am able to suppress that feeling. Stretching my arms out to the left and right, I carefully walk on. There must be something here. I am absolutely sure of it. Huh? That light. After walking for a bit, I find a light floating in my path. It's neither the red light nor the blue one I saw in the director's office, but rather a golden light, like that of the morning sun. I suddenly begin walking toward that light. There may be nothing there, but I don't even consider that possibility. It's a light. I'll just say pretty. Called by the light, I move forward. But I know, having gotten close enough to touch the light, my movements seem to be off. The ball of light before my eyes has begun dodging me. Deep sea fish, eh? How much I can understand. A football fish, perhaps the most famous of the deep sea fish. It emits light even in the depths of the deep sea, slowly awaiting its prey. But I am no longer prey. Passing the light, it's as if something has been blown open. As things begin to flicker throughout the room, yellow lights, blue lights, even red lights, they all rush about the room like fibers. All of the lights waver like the surface of the water. Thanks to the intermittent light, I begin to grasp the full form of the deep sea fish booth. Fish are swimming all throughout the room. The light itself is the fish's habitat. This is the sea to the fish spirits that have lost the malice that once guided them. I am not afraid anymore. The director himself said they had all been freed from their malice. Just as he said, the fish no longer have any aggression. The oarfish, the monkfish, the hagfish. There are also the ones with scary faces, transparent fish, and fish that glow beautifully, though differently from the football fish. This room, filled with several deep-sea fish, is more realistic and more magnificent than any other display space. I'm no longer afraid, so come on out. Weaving through all the fish, I touch a wall on the inside of the deep-sea fish booth. What about that crazy dude? I wonder how he's doing. Kenji or whatever. Mary! Just as I call her name, I feel my legs slam close together. Huh? I suppose this is what you call carelessness. My legs have been grabbed by a large tentacle. It has white skin and pale pink suckers. At my feet is a deep sea. I can see a black shadow far closer to me than the bottom of the sea. I've seen this creature on the news on TV. It's the largest creature on planet Earth. A giant squid. My impatience is greater than my fear. Before it can pull me in, I have to escape. But the suction pads are strong, and as I struggle, another tentacle approaches. Dummy. Huh? I didn't even read the huh. I was just like, huh? Myself, that's fine. That is the voice of hope. A small hand reaches down from above as I am pulled further into the deep sea. A hand of salvation for me as I writhe against imminent death in the darkness. Okay, just cause I'm gonna push away the hand. Push away the hand. No! As I scream out, I push away the hand being extended to me, pretending to help me but really tricking me. This is my logic based on what I've experienced over and over again at this aquarium. I see. The regretful voice quickly disappears, and in exchange, the tentacle pulling my legs pulls harder. I feel intense pain as if my legs are about to be ripped off. I know it's a bad end. Ugh. I frantically try to resist, but the only thing I feel is myself being pulled down further. I gradually forget to breathe. Below my eye level there is an enormous giant squid. As I close my eyes, my limbs are torn away by the thick tentacles. My own body gently floats along the water. No objective, just floating. Before long, the tentacle is wrapped around my slender neck. Just like that, I am pulled even further into the deep sea. And at this point, I have already died. It is in an instantaneous death thanks to my broken neck. I am watching the spectacle of my own death from somewhere else. The sight of my death from this enormous creature preying upon me, my own almost comedic powerlessness. Big sister. I feel like I heard a voice. Unable to find the owner of that voice, I can only look around the room drenched in red light. Big sister? Deep mystery. And now I'll go back and do the proper thing. Just, bad endings are interesting. I think so anyway. Bad end. That's Mary. She was trying to help us. And we just like, no, biatch. Didn't grab her hand. Yeah. But we're gonna see what is actually supposed to happen now. Load. Load. Take the hand. Take my strong hand. Like in that scary movie. Big sister, if you go away before we get to make up, I really will hate you. I'm not going anywhere. First, I grasped her hand tightly with my right hand. At such a miracle, I begin to feel my zeal returning. Next, I grab that little hand with my left hand. I can feel my energy growing stronger. I am pulled up with a great amount of power. It isn't just the owner of the voice's strength either. I can feel the intervention of a miraculous amount of power. With just that, the tentacles that hold my legs and have refused to let go are easily peeled away. Ow! Pulled from the darkness, I land on my backside. I don't know how many times today I've fallen down. Please cut it out. The bones in my butt feel like they'll break. This is no time for such carefree thoughts. I've ended up in the deep-sea fish booth once more. This room with so many types of fish just swimming about. She is here. I puff out my cheeks, place my hands on my hips, and push myself forward with my palms. There's a sister, but she's the exact same, so it probably means she's dead. Mary, really, Huh? Who are you? I thought you were my big sister. But you're grown up. Aww. Looking at me as I lift my head is a girl with long hair. Mary is looking down at me. It's me, Nakanobi Mayumi, your big sister. Yep, I'm not wrong after all. You're a grown-up, but you're my big sister. It wouldn't be surprising for her not to recognize me. In the 5 years that have passed, as I've been going through a growth spurt, I've not grown quite noticeably. I cut my hair that was, at the time, as long as Mary's, and my looks and my body have become a little more mature. But Mary is laughing and nodding. She called me Big Sister. I've been looking for you this whole time, Big Sister. Since you got lost, I thought I should find you, Big Sister, the whole time. I realize that Mary's voice has an echo to it. It isn't because of the room that we're in, it's probably due to the light shining through Mary's silhouette. I saw something scary. A lady with a scary face wouldn't let the man who looked worried get out of the water. She was drowning him. A lady, a man? Could that be the director and Saganuna Reiko? I got so scared and I ran away, but this lady chased after me. Reiko Mary, I ran and ran. I hid myself in some sort of box. I thought of how I wanted to see you and stayed there the whole time. Then suddenly, the whole place filled with water, and I went to sleep. Mary, I'm sorry. I couldn't save you. That's sad. Having witnessed the scene of a murder, Mary had ran away with an Manton Aquarium at Reiko pursued her. Then she ended up in some empty tank that was then filled with water. And then was it an accident Reiko's doing, or could it have possibly been that she slipped into the red Manton Aquarium? In this world of strange phenomena, Mary herself probably doesn't even know. The one truth is that Mary's life was brought to an end. After that, why did you come back here? I don't know, I drifted, sleeping the whole time. Then I thought that you had come, so I woke myself up. Mary, you're dead, aren't you? Well, yeah. I say these words enduring the pain in my heart. It feels like I have no choice but to save them. Yes, sorry, big sister. The one who should apologize is me. I had no idea you faced something so terrible. And I wasn't able to save you, even though you waited here for me. I couldn't save you. That's right, geez, because you always get lost. Big sister, are you crying? Mary says this to me in an innocent voice. I'm not crying. I'm her big sister, 5 years her senior, so then I can't cry. Mary's smiling so broadly, I can't let her see me do something as uncool as crying. Finally, I am able to see Mary. Finally, I was able to reunite with Mary. She's dead though. No matter what form she takes, this isn't supposed to be a sad thing, is it? Well, I'm going now. To to wear? I don't know, but this cradle where I've been sleeping feels as if it's slowly disappearing. That's why I feel somehow I'm not supposed to be here anymore. Mary, thank you for saving me. I was unable to save Mary, but even so, Mary brought me through my own crisis. I'm pretty pathetic for a big sister, huh? No, after all, you came to see me, didn't you? Yeah. Mention of Priam's final truth. For me, that would be Mary's death. I realized this a long time ago, honestly, but I was unable to accept it and let it go so easily. That's sad. Little by little, the light enveloping Mary grew stronger. The director was like a shell for the red mansion aquarium, then Mary, surely being one drop amongst the collective, was being released. The thing that held her here is now gone. All around me, numerous other lights are climbing towards heaven. As if the ceiling is no obstacle, pillars of light fill the deep-sea fish booth. Well, it's kinda nice everyone's finding peace, I guess. The other mansion aquarium is vanishing. What about that crazy biatch? Big sister, I love you. How about you? It's the same for me, as it should be. Give her the keychain. Well, I'm going then. Oh, Mary back. Wait, Mary. What is it, big sister? This keychain, it's my treasure, so... I pulled the keychain bearing all my memories from my pocket. I dropped it once, but it came back, as if guided by destiny, a true treasure. Just as if she were seeing it for the first time, Mary makes a sad face. No fair. After all, back then you told me how important it was. It is important and precious, so I'll give it to you, Mary. I am your big sister, Mary. It was such a trivial thing that I regret from that day. I won't make that same mistake again. What is it that's important to me? I feel like I understand that a little better now than back then. Hehe, thank you. But sorry, I gave my keychain to a girl that looks just like me, so I can't trade with you. A faint band of light appears in Mary's eyes. Illuminated by the numerous twinkling lights, Mary is so pretty. It's all right. In sync with my words, I rub Mary's head. I cannot touch her long hair, but even so, I embrace Mary. I know that girl. She's a friend of mine. Well then, I'll treasure it, no matter what. Okay. That was kind of lame, just saying, okay. Okay. That's sad. But what about the crazy biatch? She's gonna like pop up or something? Or is she just gone? The light envelops even more. Oh, even me, not more. The warmth is like Mary's own body temperature. In this way, Mary will probably go to heaven. I believe that Mary will definitely go on to a happier world. Because Mary is a kind girl. I'd hope so. Oh, do not toy with me. Huh? Kaha. Or kya. Oh. As if an arrow had been shot through the room, all of the twinkling lights stop in sync with the voice. As soon as I hear that voice, the light surrounding Mary disappears, and it is as if time has stopped, leaving me wide-eyed at the small voice that screams hard enough to burn itself out. Himeno? No, this shouldn't be. I can't deny the truth in front of me, the owner of that voice. Don't go deciding it's all over on your own, Sakaguri, going and destroying this place because you say your objective's complete. How convenient. I'll kill that brat. I'll kill anyone who saw what I did. Then I'll return to Manton Aquarium. Oh, she possessed her? The wall of the deep-sea fish booth is thrown open, and inside I can faintly see the tunnel tank. Himeno is standing there, lit from behind by the red light leaking out from the entrance. Her face is covered in a distinct shadow. This isn't the appearance of the weakened Himeno, nor is it the Himeno I know. Her breathing rough and her expression furious, she takes a stance like a model would. No, why? Mary's gentle expression has changed to one of fear in an instant. Everything is bathed in red light and my pulse quickens and grows stronger. My. As she says this, the corner of Himeno's mouth bends, even though I recognize that expression of the smile. It takes me some time. Found you. You're that. No! Letting a descendant scream, Mary takes off running. In order to reach the one and only exit in the basement, Mary uses her small body to slide past Himeno's thigh. Himeno, why? Hey, answer me, Himeno. Why my name isn't Himeno? Huh? What do I do? Isn't that... Could she be... There's no mistaking that as Himeno's face and voice. However, this isn't the first time I've heard the way Himeno's speaking right now. I remember it. It's someone I know. Reiko. You have guts to address a lady older than you without respect. So you have a spirit after all. Then how did you get in Himeno's body? Through possession? Himeno, this vessel. This girl was shaken, and at the bottom of her heart she bore resentment. Resentment? Yes. As to the one who left her all alone, that would be you. Nakanobi Mayumi-san. I went to get help. Himeno, resented? Himeno gives a sly grin. You're probably just lying. Probably just because she was weak. No, the one in front of me isn't Himeno. It isn't. But I came all the way here for Himeno. I followed that brat to kill her, but I slipped from a machine and died. Good, you deserve it. So I was unable to finish the job. If I can't get rid of my worries, I cannot rest easy. Sleep deprivation is the enemy of a woman's complexion. What? But you're already dead, aren't you? If she weren't dead, she couldn't possess Himeno like this. It does not matter. I will use this girl's soul and this time create my version of Mansion Aquarium. There I will resume my peaceful existence. Yeah, peaceful my art. If you're dragging Himeno into it, then it's all wrong, isn't it? My soul is nothing more than a droplet within Mansion Aquarium. Just as I am released, I am pulled back in. My soul alone can't create Mansion Aquarium. I need something not linked to this place or the other souls, so I'll use this girl's soul. Then isn't that enough? Mary is already... It does not matter. I will kill that child. If I don't, I cannot move forward. She's already dead. That's sad. She drowned in a tank. There's nothing more for you to move forward to. With a twisted expression, Himeno clicks her tongue with it. No, that's not Himeno. Himeno would never make that face. I'll go ahead and say this, but it's because this vessel has its own will that I am like this. The reason I hate you is because of the vector of malice from within. That's a lie. Mayu, I hate you. What? The words said on the spur of the moment, words that don't even fill up a second. Those words definitely originated from Himeno's mouth, in Himeno's voice, in the same way of speaking that Himeno uses. Reiko spins her body around, and with the sound of her heels going clack clack clack, leaves the deep sea fish booth behind. She begins walking into the Mansion Aquarium that is now corroded with red. Stupid Himeno, you idiot. Baka. Feeling nauseated, I say this over and over. Do something. That's why I'll save you no matter what. I don't care if Himeno does hate me, because I love her. Yeah, just save someone. Come on, Mayumi. Save somebody. Everyone's dead. Well, not that crazy dude. He might pop up and be normal. All throughout the red aquarium, the fish swim about. Rushing out of the tanks that served as containers, they literally migrate into every inch of the area. It has become a big ocean, far greater than just a deep sea fish booth. The cutlass fish that was hopping around the tunnel tank is now just a school of fish swimming about. Occasionally a manta ray passes at my feet and a small shark swims overhead. The fish's understanding of the space is probably different from mine. The walls, floors, and ceilings are definitely there, but any concept of up or down, left or right is irrelevant to them. The two perceptions of the world are merging together. Neither versions of the world seem to be changing into the malicious aquarium that existed up until now. All of it blends together, a world on the threshold. If what Reiko says is true, the moment Murray and I touched hands, the Red Mansion Aquarium was completed. Oh, the new Red Aquarium. I won't let you. This is something I definitely will not allow. I can guess where she's heading. I double my speed and head for that place as well. She said that she fell from a machine. If there is a machine high enough to die from falling off of, there's no place that it could be except for the machine room. There was a ladder leading to it from the passageway where Hiyoshi-san went crazy. Are we gonna find Hiyoshi-san? So that's the way I head. Weaving through the fish, I move along. I'm going to save the people who are important to me. Let's go. Let's go! There is a door combined with a panel on the wall just after exiting the tunnel. Upon closer inspection, the word staff only are written on it. I open it and see that there's a staff passageway that goes to the stage. There are many hidden passageways besides this one in the aquarium. Before I realize it, I've become so knowledgeable about this place. I have no time to get caught up in sentimentality. Stopping Reiko takes priority. On opening the door, cool air flows out. Just be safe. I look all around. There's no sign of Hiyoshi-san. The time axis may still be changing every time someone passes through a door, but I don't sense any strange phenomenon in the dead silence of the passageway. So all that's left to do is move on. Himeno! Though I call out in a loud voice, I get no response. Himeno! Mary! Where are you? As I move further into the passageway, I call out several times. However, there is no response. If so, then Reiko has probably already climbed up. Is she gonna fall again and kill Himeno? I climb the ladder on the side of the passageway. As this passageway is essentially in a sub-basement, the very top is quite high up. I climb it in one go. Looking out, I'm on a walkway above the tunnel tank. From here, one could feed the fish in the tank or adjust the machines. Being above the tunnel tank puts me about 3 stories high. Looking up from below, it's hard to tell how high up this tank. Oh, this goes thanks to the water. Physically, I get the sense that that's how high I've climbed. It's so deep, I can't see the bottom. Even if I fell into the water from here, it would still be dangerous. With my clothes, I'd easily sink to the bottom. As if there were no water, just thinking about it is terrifying. Right now, I can be certain that there's water filling it to the brim. This thin walkway above the giant tank is a bridge about 10 meters across. Even missing one's footing by one step could easily lead to them falling. That sounds safe. A bridge 10 meters across seems pretty... Oh, not the thickness, but across the tank, I guess. There seems to be a ladder on the other side as well. The metallic footsteps coming from over there hint at that fact. Yeah, that's not very much. Over there. Are Himeno? Mary? I've heard those footsteps before. They're Himeno's boots. My, you know this place well. From her head down, Himeno's body appears clearly. Directly across from me on the walkway where I currently stand, Himeno, Reiko is standing there. She's holding the captured Mary. Mary! Do not move. You will know what will happen if you do, right? Big sister, I got caught. Reiko has Mary by the collar, tightly restraining her. It goes without saying that there's a major difference in stature between Mary and Himeno. She holds her as if she intends to enact violence on her captive. Mary pulls a smile on her painted face. Oh, pained, sorry. Mary pulls a smile, or puts a smile on her pained face. The fact that she's forcing her smile is clear as day. The order in which one does things is important. After I kill this brat, I'll cast aside the flesh of this vessel and assimilate myself into the aquarium. Once my mansion aquarium is complete, I'll curse you and end your life, so keep quiet and observe. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here while you do that. Stop calling Mary a brat already, and stop calling Himeno a vessel. Is there any meaning whatsoever in all of that? For me, the role one plays takes precedent, and in my world, I the center. How awful. I can't think of you as a human. Mary alone is bad enough, but Himeno is being held hostage here as well. If Himeno drowns, I can't save her. How can I possibly save both of them? I frantically search my thoughts. Please don't make me choose between them. Reiko isn't taking her eyes off of me. At the same moment, I become aware of her stare. She laughs boldly. Mayu, you're the one who's awful. What? With that brief phrase, she's halted my thoughts. Just like the bizarre phenomenon at the deep-sea fish booth, her voice and the tone are unmistakably Himeno's. Leaving me in that terrifying place, it's your fault that I've ended up like this, Mayu. If you had just told me the truth about yourself, we wouldn't have gotten into a fight. If you had just told me about things like your sister going missing, or that she was here, instead of deciding everything on your own, I wouldn't have ended up like this. Himeno. So that's how you saw it. Even though Reiko is possessing her, those words just now were none other than Himeno's. I see Himeno as my best friend. Because of that, I know that those words are how she truly feels. You know, I thought of you as my best friend, Mayu, but that was just my own misconception. You didn't care what happened to me, did you, Mayu? That's not... My words of denial come out, shrouded in uncertainty. Himeno's expression is a serious one. It's the face I saw when we fought, looking a little like she might cry, but very angry. I came all this way for Himeno. Why are things getting so messed up here at the very end? Himeno, I'm sorry. Don't give up again, big sister. As I start to look down, Mary's voice calls me back. Mary? When I've been in an argument, I've lied too. Even though I love you, I said I hated you. This lady is making the same face I made at those times. Didn't I tell you not to speak? Oh. Reiko squeezes the base of Mary's neck even tighter. Mary instantly shuts her eyes, then looks at me through thin slits. Mary! I'm alright, big sister. With a pained expression, Mary continues to smile. I love you, big sister, just the way that you are. I told you to shut up, didn't I, you little brat? Bye-bye, big sister. Just as she hinted at with her tone, Reiko tosses Mary into the tank water. Even at that last moment, Mary's face was smiling. Mary? It's almost a reflex. I dive into the tank. Ha ha ha, serves you right. I hate such juvenile ways of thinking. Reiko's shrill laughter resonates from overhead. I swim after Mary as she sinks to the bottom of the tank. Swimming isn't exactly my forte, but no matter what, I want to save her. Die, die, die! This way I'll finally be free! My soul will finally become one with this mountain aquarium! I swim deeper and deeper. I notice that Mary's body is beginning to float up little by little. The tank here in the aquarium contains a great deal of salt, much like seawater. The force with which something is thrown in disappears against the water resistance, causing it to float. I will save Mary. I reach out my hand and grab Mary's. I don't know if I can actually touch Mary's hand, but I definitely have the sensation that I've grabbed something. Just like that, the two of us float upward. At this speed, we should be able to keep breathing. Heh, biatch. Wow. This time, I was able to save you, Mary. I was able to save you. Thank you, big sister. I don't think I can consider it saving her if she's already dead. Yeah. This time, I was able to hold the hand of my one and only little sister, who I was unable to save 5 years ago. The thoughts and feelings that had lingered for 5 years were finally able to get through. I am unbelievably happy. My, what a pity. Huh? Really? Really? That transient joy smashed away in the blink of an eye. Reiko has also leapt into the tank, riding the force of her dive. She grabs hold of us and pulls us toward the bottom of the tank. Her strength is so great, it's impossible to think of it as human. No matter how great Himeno's reflexes are, there should be no way for her to drag two people underwater. This is the manifestation of Reiko's grudge. I thought I would probably curse you to death, but I've changed my mind. You can die here with your best friend. I can hear Reiko so clearly, her voice seems to be echoing right through my mind. Despite the fact that we're underwater, it rattles my brain like the clanging of a bell. I become a piece of my grudge, giving shape to my Mantum aquarium. Mwahahaha! This old lady is so annoying. What did you say? Murray's faint voice mixes with Reiko's reverberating shrill laugh. That's right, use a fish. Big sister, I'm so glad you saved me in the end. Mary is enveloped by white light spreading out from her chest. The light gradually grows larger, quickly spreading throughout the entire tank. Take good care of your friend. The light mixes with the water, becoming a faint blue light. Within it, numerous fish move out. What is this light? This brat shouldn't be able to. All of them hate you, lady. What are you trying to do? I'm only trying to get my tranquility. No, stop. Even with the brilliant light, I can still clearly see what's going on. Oh. Several fish are opening and closing their mouths, pulling on Himeno's body. No, they are pulling something out of Himeno's body. Stop this. Himeno's body is becoming double layered. One is Himeno, the other is Reiko's body. Reiko's body, her soul, is little by little being torn away from Himeno's body by the fish. You all stop this. We won't stop. This time it's my turn to save my big sister. Oddly, even though I'm underwater, I don't feel as if I'm suffocating. There have been various strange phenomena within Mansion Aquarium. I've seen many odd things. However, the sight of the fish's counter-attack unfolding before my eyes is by far the most fierce. They are filled with the energy of lives just freed from so much hatred and resentment. That screen is bright. It's hurting my eyes. I'll curse you, even if I die. I'll curse you! Impossible. The fish here are going to eat every last bit of your soul. What on earth is Mary? I don't get it, but this is what I decided to do, so I've done it. Could it be that you've become one with the aquarium before I could? Don't toy with me. Stop this. Reiko's body has already become completely detached from Himeno's. With a look of anguish on her face, her body is being picked at by the fish. Well, she kind of deserves it. No, she does deserve it, not kind of. The contours of her flesh are gradually becoming distorted as Reiko sinks away. In contrast, I'm floating toward the top of the tank. It isn't because I am swimming, nor because of buoyancy. Orcas, sea lions, and various other sea mammals are pushing Himeno and I up. You little! This is all that I can do. From within the light, I hear Mary's voice. Mary's body is no longer next to us. So hang in there just a little longer, big sister. The past is what created the current me. All the things accumulated from the past. That's why I used to think made me who I am. But Mary's radiance taught me something. We're all surrounded by the possibilities of the future. The past isn't everything I am. It's something that remains in my heart to push me further along. Big sister, see you later. Yes, definitely. We'll meet again, Mary. This is my farewell. Aw. It's kind of sad. As the light fades, my breathing begins to steady. As for how much time has passed, it hasn't been more than a matter of minutes. I had lost consciousness. I've returned to the walkway on top of the tunnel tank. Next to me, Himeno is sleeping. Hey, Himeno? Even as I call out to Himeno, there's no response. Huh? Wait, could she? I begin to feel apprehensive. It isn't impossible. We were in the water for a very long time. The amount of endurance it took was well beyond the norm. On top of that, she was possessed by a spirit. I can't even imagine how much stamina that would drain away. It can't be. It can't be. Trying not to think the worst, I rest my ear on Himeno's chest, pressing into the soft feeling of her chest. I concentrate very hard. Ba-dum. I can hear the sound of her heartbeat, thumping in a slow but steady rhythm. I'm so glad. She's probably just sleeping now, but Himeno was alive. The colony of parasites that were growing within Himeno back at the stage seemed to be completely gone now. Their attack on Himeno must have also been part of the grudge of Manton Aquarium. I was able to save you. I really was able to save you. Great joy gradually fills my chest. Upon hearing Himeno's pulse, my body goes limp. Ta-da! I was actually awake. Yeah! Sitting up with great vigor, Himeno spreads both arms wide. Surprised, I lose my balance and start to fall from the walkway. Ah, watch out! Himeno embraces me, pulling me close to her. Realizing I won't fall, I embrace her back. Jeez, I was so worried, Himeno. Aha, I'm a bit embarrassed, but thanks. Himeno breaks away from me and suddenly stands up. I'm so glad it's not Reiko, but the cheerful as always Himeno. Finally feeling a real sense of relief, my tears gradually begin to flow. Hey, why are you crying, Mayu? Because the thread of tension that was pulled so tight begins to loosen at once. Too much has happened in this Manton Aquarium. Still, somehow, I was able to overcome it all. I was saved by so many people. All of it was for this very moment. Well, where are we? Huh? In other words, Himeno still had almost no idea what happened here. The one who was talking to me was Reiko to the end. It wasn't Himeno. Well, where should I start? Well, how about from the beginning? Just as Himeno tilts her head and looks at me once more, the walkway suddenly begins to shake. You gotta get the F out of here. An earthquake? Leaving us no time to be surprised, the shaking grows more intense. Unlike the poltergeist phenomenon in the director's office, the entire room is shaken. But this doesn't seem to be a natural phenomenon. I grab Himeno's hand and motion for her to climb down the ladder. No, it's surely begun to crumble. Crumble? I forcefully bring Himeno, who looks like she wants to tell me she doesn't understand this at all, along with me. The ending has begun for everything that this red Manton Aquarium held. Despite the fact that we may not understand everything about the grudge or the souls, the space is about to be destroyed. We should head for the exit. At this point, I can't think of anything else. You know, if Mary drowned in a tank, how come they didn't ever find the body? Because, like, there shouldn't have been fish in there if it was just being filled with water. Unless they put fish in, they eat the body, but it seems weird that no one would notice. The law of Manton Aquarium is that every time one passes through a door, the time axis changes. The biggest boundary here would definitely be the entrance and exit gate. I don't really get it, but I guess at any rate, we have to hurry, right? Yeah, let's go. Mayu, you're pretty reliable. What are you saying? Geez, let's hurry. Quickly climbing down the ladder, we rush through the staff passageway. Meanwhile, the ground continues to tremble, causing us to stumble as we move on. Run! As we come out of the staff passageway, we are taken aback. The booths in Manton Aquarium themselves look like they've been completely eaten up by bugs and worms. The tunnel tank is cracked throughout, and numerous holes are opening up in the floor. Oh, what's going on? I think it'd be pretty bad if you fell in one of those holes, or one of the holes. Be careful, let's go. Yeah, okay. Or, it'd be bad to fall in common sense. Given the circumstances, our steps speed up. Before I know it, we've reached the Tokyo Bay fish booth closest to the exit. Passing through the place we came to first, the gate is right before our eyes. We can see see the elevator and reception area on the other side of the gate. However, there's nothing else there. Strange mist hangs in the spaces between the numerous automatic turnstiles. From all through out the mist comes a bright light. It's alright, I'm sure this is it. My instinct tells me so. Then I realize I'm standing in front of the gate with Himeno. I'm deeply moved. I hear the sound of teardrops fall. Finally made it here. Where's that other guy? Himeno probably just tilts her head at my brooding words. It's been such a long journey. Okay, let's go home, Himeno. I take Himeno's hand and ask quietly, but she suddenly looks down. You know my voice is quiet. As Himeno says my name, her voice has taken on a serious air, one different from when we fought, or from our fun chats at lunchtime. What's wrong, Himeno? I actually do have memories of what of when Reiko took over my body. Could they be from that time? That time when Himeno told me what was in her heart. Himeno told me straight out her true feelings, her dissatisfaction, without hiding anything. Yeah, Mayu, you probably thought that was a trick by Reiko to confuse you, but those were my true feelings. Without any lie, those were the feelings inside of me, so they came out of my own mouth. I see. Yeah, your true feelings. That's right, at one time I hated you, even though I don't feel that way at all now. I love you. I did feel that way, that I detested you. Since you risked your life to save me, Mayu, I can't seriously lie to you. I can't keep hiding that from you. Himeno. That's why I can't go with you, Mayu. I'm sorry, but okay, that's stupid. Still looking down, Himeno lets go of my hand. As the rumbling in the ground continues, the wearing away of Manton Aquarium steadily gets worse. Clearly it's a sign that before long, this Manton Aquarium will disappear. Just once, I ask a question within myself. I'm just gonna say this. Maybe I really hate Himeno too, just to see what happens. That thought passes through the deepest part of my heart. It could be that I also... Mayu? In the depths of my heart, I may also bear some unease and dissatisfaction towards you, Himeno. Even for me, it's a surprisingly cool tone I use. Himeno nods and bites her lip. I kinda think that the desire to save you that I got caught up in probably came from my sense of duty and responsibility. Yeah, that's true, I guess. It's just that I said something so terrible and thought to myself that I didn't like you. That one who tried to save me with everything she had, so thinking I can go home with you is strange. Himeno, I didn't say anything like that. No, it's alright. If that's how you truly feel, it wouldn't be right for me not to accept it. Himeno quickly pulls her hand back. Then she takes a step back from the ticket gate. I'll stay here. Huh? Without giving me a chance to respond, Himeno is swallowed up in a black hole as it expands in time with a tremor. Due to the crumbling Manton Aquarium, this whole world is eroding. Himeno's body disappears in a hole the same size as the others throughout Manton Aquarium. No way. The destruction is swallowing up everything, right up to my feet. A floorboard knocks me into the air, launching me past the ticket gate. A week after returning to the safety of our original world, I visit Manton Aquarium. So pretty. I enter the jellyfish booth and admire the expanse cosmos without a second thought. Himeno is not at my side. It seems that Himeno's parents have filed a missing persons report since she hasn't come home at all. However, the police investigation has been fruitless and Himeno has not been found. Of course not, she was swallowed up in all that destruction. And so, half a year has passed since that day. Soon I'll move up a grade. I visited Mountain Aquarium again. Every time I go, there's no strange occurrences, just an aquarium overflowing with smiles and emotion. One by one, I carefully examine each exhibit. The impatient Himeno would have prodded me along with "Hurry, hurry!" And now that Himeno is longer with me, no matter how fascinating the aquarium it is never enough. It isn't just my enjoyment of the aquarium. If I think back on it now, ever since that day, my daily life has been gray. Having lost the light that was Himeno, I don't even know how to have fun anymore. Having returned home, I left emptily. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I'm sitting on my bed, holding my knees, not doing anything in particular, just spacing out. Before I know it, I've fallen asleep, and the morning of the next day has come. Lying down and getting back up is hard. Every day is depressing, but it can't be helped. This is the result of my choice, and of Himeno's resolve to stay back that day. Just a bit. Maybe it's selfish to feel lonely. True feelings. Achievement unlocked, blue. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and see, like, the true ending. Bad end. Those are cute little jellyfish, though. I just wonder if she comes with us. Like, what happened to the Kenji guy? That's gonna bug me. Hopefully it, like, explains what happened to him. I have no doubts. I hear the sound of Himeno weeping. It's rare for her to cry. But when we see touching movies, she always cries. I wonder, why is Himeno crying with such a brooding face? I don't understand the reason. Himeno, you're such a fool. Huh? We're your best friends. The parts that I like, the parts I don't. Friends accept all of it. I tightly grab the hand that Himeno has pulled away. Mayu? Himeno lifts her head, tears accumulating in her eyes, and rushes over to me. The two of us together pass through the gate. Like, where's that dude? This is staggering. We come out of the gate. Ever we look, people. Customers and employees, there are innumerable amounts of people. Fish are only swimming within the tanks. The color of the water isn't red, and I can't sense any abnormality anywhere. Mayu, this is it, isn't it? Yes, we've come back, or we were able to get back. As Maya settled on the information desk at the entrance, a sudden wave of relief washes over me. Too much has happened since we came here. Himeno and I may have some minor injuries, but we've returned to the real world more or less unscathed. I can't take anymore. I'm so happy. Himeno, we're back. Exhausted, I can no longer hold back everything welling up inside me. My eyes suddenly feel hot, and large droplets overflow from them. Whoa! I'm so glad! Hey Mayu, if you cry in a place like this... I know. People have no way of knowing what we've been through. I'm just a junior high school girl who suddenly started to cry. I'll definitely be seen as a strange girl. Want to find some place on the edge of the room? I'll go buy some cocoa. No, let's go together. I don't want to be apart. Okay. You're such a baby, Mayu-chan. You idiot. Back up. Where's that dude, though? We sit in the rest area and Himeno pats my back. Just as I start to calm down, I glance at my watch. According to the time, it's about 8 o'clock at night. The whole ordeal wasn't even a full 8 hours. Even so, it was the most densely packed period of time in my life. Say, Mayu. What's up, Himeno? I love you! Saying this in a conspicuously loud voice, Himeno winks at me. Hey, that's a bit sudden. Averting my eyes, I push Himeno away, but I can't keep a smile off my face. I don't know which of us is more embarrassed. I wanted to protect this smile, and I did. Bubbling warmth begins to boil over from within. I feel the same. Well then, let's get some ice cream. Now? Won't we be late getting home? It's alright. I can help you with your excuse. In that case, I'll go shopping with you. Having pulled my hand away from Himeno, I board the elevator. The me, up to this point, would have probably have just gone home. Coming home late once in a while is probably okay. Right now, I want to live in this very precious moment. Manton Aquarium, that place that takes up more than one corner of Manton East building, is somewhere I can never forget. A sea of stars, a river of lights. Everyone is everyone, just one of those lights. Twinkling frantically, the light of life. It doesn't matter if it's fish or people, for both, it's an equally harsh world. Meetings and farewells. A resolution to overcome that farewell that pierces my heart. My heart drips endlessly, just a powerless little drop. However, that sound is surely resonating somewhere. What happened to that dude? Is it just not gonna say anything? Is that it? Like, that's it? Maybe there's a choice where you can, like, if you go back to check on him, he'll be there or something? I don't know. Because I think there's a choice to go back through that way or to avoid it, so I don't know. That's annoying. I want to know what happened to him. Did he just stay there, go crazy and die? Like, he never showed up again. I don't like things like that. It's just open-ended. Everything else was, you know, nicely, you know, came to a nice ending. Oh my goodness, oh god. Well, I'm gonna let the credits play. It's a pretty cool game. It's not really like scary per se, but I like the art in it was really good. And I only paid like a couple dollars on Steam for it. It was like under $2 or something because I got it on sale. Bloody fish. So I can't really complain. But I want to know what happens to that guy. And I didn't get all the bad ends, I know that, because I went by a couple of them, but I think they do give you more of the story. A little bit anyway. Game design. There's a crazy Kenji dude. There'll be something at the end. So I like these visual novel games. RPG horror's pretty good too. Like the Faust, I'll Betray Him, whatever it's pronounced. I like that game. Not much. I just finished the game. How about you? Just letting the credits play through, seeing if there's anything at the end. There's probably not, but I'm the type of person that likes to wait. Just in case. And then, it also gives credit to people who worked on the game. That part was so brutal. Getting her face smashed up against the enemy. Oh, can you hear me that well? That's weird. I did move my mic farther away from my mouth because I was told it was too loud before. Okay, yeah, I moved it a bit closer. I guess I had it too far away. Anything? Nope. Really? Get a black screen? Oh, here we go. There's something. Quiet rain. Pitter pat, pitter pat. The drops. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I was doing stuff when I was watching it, so I lurked a little bit too. Because I couldn't watch the whole thing on my phone, but yeah. The drops make a small sound as they land on the girl's umbrella. The droplets of water bursting open mixes with the scent of the trees lining the street and the asphalt, making Himeno, who is taking deep breaths, aware of the smell of rain. She had thought it would be a good idea to come on a day there was no club, but today just happens to be a rainy day. Since it would have been a simple training and meeting, Himeno would have been done and heading home within an hour. Turning down her clubmate's invitation, Himeno headed for Manton on her own. She has plans with Mayu again this weekend, so today is her only chance to come alone, in order to distinguish herself to take action as Mayu's best friend. Himeno finds a flower shop she reads about in a magazine, and closing her umbrella, heads inside. There are several flowers reminiscent of the summer season, cute yellow safflowers and hydrangeas, adorned with the melancholic color of rain. I don't know why I said odor. Even though Himeno enjoys visiting different shops, she has little experience with buying flowers. With such a sweet smell wafting through the small store, Himeno decides to come here again with Mayu. I have a question about these flowers. Having finished her shopping, Himeno once again walks through the rainy Manton. Her destination is none other than Manton East Building. Life is Strange, yeah, it's a long game. It's a pretty cool game, but there's so many different choices. And then you have to do like the rewind thing. And as she has thoroughly checked the map yesterday, she is able to reach her destination without issue. Heading through the lobby that is crowded, whether it's rainy or not, Himeno rides the elevator. Manton quickly shrinks away from Himeno's sight. Going through the entrance, Himeno buys a student ticket. The lady at the reception desk is the same one that was there yesterday, with her dark brown hair pulled back in a bun. Her lips slightly painted with pink lipstick form a smile, and she asks, "You came yesterday as well, didn't you? You're alone today?" Seeing a junior high schooler alone is probably a rarity. Himeno is pleased that the lady remembers her face. "Yes, it was really fun, so I'm here again today." Thank you so much. Well then, please enjoy your visit. Of course. Returning the lady's smile, Himeno politely declines the year-long pass the lady has offered her. Visiting more than 3 times in 1 year earns a free visit, but it would be better to get the year-long pass when Mayu is with her. Himeno passes her ticket through the ticket gate and once again enters Manton Aquarium. As it's already evening, most of the customers are adults, particularly couples. How nice. Boyfriend says I'm sorry to his girlfriend after being over an hour late due to working overtime. Although this has left her in a foul mood as they walk around the aquarium, a smile slowly overtakes her whole face. Finally, they end their day at a restaurant with a view of the town, clinking their wine glasses. While aspiring to such an adult romance, Himeno sighs at the notion of having no such prospects in the present. Of course, after staring into the tanks for a while, one loses awareness of the other customers. Manton Aquarium is one little universe that Himeno is familiar with. After taking a brief look around, Himeno leaves the aquarium. Though Himeno thinks she'll head on after a meal at a cafe on the 2nd floor, she ends up having reservations about going in alone, and distracted by her hunger, gets a smoothie made from dark leafy greens from the juice bar. Yeah, the weather's here isn't very good. Roads are getting bad. And it's been very cold recently. My car has barely been wanting to start because of the cold. Once again riding the elevator, she heads for Manton Aquarium. The night sky, visible from the elevator, reminds her of another starry sky. It's just nothing but the cosmos. Putting the name Manton to shame, Himeno sees a starry sky in various places. In the aquarium and the night sky, even in golden nail polish and in aromatherapy candles, but the real vastness of the starry sky is something Himeno still doesn't know. Yeah, it's I saw in Florida or something, it's cold there too. And that, I think it's iguanas or something. They're falling into trees and stuff because it's so cold, and they're going into hibernation mode. It's crazy. However, Himeno isn't worried about such a thing. Each day spent with her best friend sparkles, and Himeno now knows how precious that is from the bottom of her heart. I forgot something. Manton Aquarium is now closing. All the customers are heading for the elevator. Heading for the lady who is about to close the reception area shutter. Himeno calls out to her with a pained smile. It's the same lady with the dark brown hair. I'll come right back, so may I please get in? Get it. You forgot something? Half the lights have been turned out. Shall I accompany you? No, that's alright. I'm coming here tomorrow as well. I see. Well then, we're closing up, so please hurry back. Oh, really? Yeah, we've had a lot of snow here recently. The snow is nice, it's just not good when the roads get bad and then drivers get worse. Himeno quickly passes through the ticket gate, exits the fish of the Tokyo Bay booth, and heads for the tunnel tank. Just as the lady said, the inside is much darker than it was in the middle of the day. I'm here. Himeno stands at the center of the tunnel tank and rests her hand on the tank glass. It isn't as if there is anyone else around, but Himeno looks up and speaks in a gentle voice. You probably can't hear me anymore, but I have something I think I should say. Mary-chan. In the blink of an eye, Himeno is brought to tears, her voice shaken. It's my fault. Mayu had to face something so scary. I didn't know anything about her past. I hadn't even tried to. Even though I talk so much about ghosts and all, I could have never imagined. Himeno leans on the tank looking down. Yeah, that wouldn't be good where you are. But people where I live, they should know what to do when there's, snow and stuff, but they just don't care. If she doesn't, her body will give out completely. It seems as if the strength to hold up her body is leaving in turn with her overflowing emotions. Since you were there, Mary-chan, we were able to come back. I was able to make it out without losing something precious to me. Oh, a little flower. As she says this, Himeno pulls a flower from a shopping bag. It is a blue rose. It's only one, but it holds my feelings. Leaving flowers here would of course be in the way of others, but she at least wants to get her feelings across, so just one flower. Thank you so very much, Mary-chan. Somehow rest in peace. Her words serve to accompany the flowers, then Himeno puts her hands together. There's probably only several seconds that pass in real time. However, time is not the problem for Himeno, it is the depth of what fills that time, of her very precious sentiment. Okay, I'll probably get in trouble. Himeno wipes away the tears that have gathered at the corners of her eyes and jogs towards the exit. She never hears any sort of reply, therefore this is probably nothing more than her satisfying herself. However, this is Himeno's farewell and her decision. A farewell to her best friend's little sister and a resolution to properly watch over Mayu and to support her. Saying thank you to the lady at the reception desk, Himeno heads to the elevator once more. Someday will. Grateful that she is alone in the elevator, Himeno gazes up at the nightscape and murmurs, tomorrow life will go on as it always has. However, for Himeno, she'll begin to move forward just a bit each day. I still want to know where that Kenji dude is. Finished? It's not going to say anything. And I probably won't be able to find out because this game doesn't have much information on it. Achievement unlocked. Let's see. I beat the game, but I just want to see. Here we go. Kyoshi-san, what's wrong? Please come back. Even after what he's done to me, I still resist using violence against Kyoshi-san. Of course, I take into account that my strength would be no match for his. More than anything, he had saved me at the jellyfish booth. Yeah, life is strange. Well, I bet if you play through like different things, you might be able to find them, or you could Google it. That's always an option. The one who saved my life, my only thought is that I have to save him. Gah. Kyoshi-san, calm down, it's alright, it's alright. You all. Ouch. Ignoring my attempt to calm him, his large arm tenses, shooting toward my leg. This is bad at this rate. I want to get the bad ending because I want to see what happens. I never got the bad ending for this. Kyoshi-san. Even so, I want to save him. This isn't something that comes from some sense of duty or ethics. Just for myself, I want to save him. You all, after all, you won't even. As he scales my body, I somehow keep him from grabbing both legs. Thanks to the fact that he is distracted, I am somehow able to get through the moment without being grabbed. You won't even, Kyoshi-san, what exactly do you... You all won't look at me. His words get caught up in my chest. You won't look at me. This thought seems to have been etched into his deranged mind. However, denial comes first in my mind before any question. That's not true, because if I weren't looking at you, I wouldn't be thinking that I want to help you now, would I? You... Oh, Kyoshi-san. Kyoshi? Call his name. No, it's not enough, so... Shinji? What kanji? I don't know. Maybe you can make him not crazy anymore. But I don't really want to play through the game all over again. Is it? I don't know. Kanji-san? Having been called by his name, the hand reaching toward me slowly lowers. Although the hand clutching my leg does not loosen, it is correct to say that he has stopped. Go. Huh? Oh, me, please look at me. Kyo. Having suddenly broken his silence, Hiyoshi-san grabs onto my right leg with both hands. He pulls me towards himself with a strength that feels as though it could rip my leg apart, scraping the floor and coming closer to me as I resist. No, please stop. Me, I want you all to, oh. Ow, it hurts. Grabbing tight on my buttocks, he bites at me with the same vigor he had attacked my leg. Wow! With a sensation as if I had been pricked by a single needle, my skin bristled in sync with the flow of my blood. All four as his sharpened cuspids pierced my flesh, biting into me little by little, penetrating my skin. Vicious red liquid runs down along the contour of my buttocks. So he just bites her butt. Let me go! All the same. No, get away from me. Please. You too. No. His white teeth are dyed red with blood. Once his cuspids are completely covered in red, a satisfied expression appears on his face, and he removes the teeth he has pierced me with. Maybe he was always crazy. Hiyoshi-san wipes away the blood trickling down my butt with his tongue. Ew. The sliding sensation creeps up my inner thigh, causing a ticklish sensation in addition to my disgust. That's it, this is good, that reaction. No. Yeah, he's definitely a creep. With a look of ecstasy on his face, he stares down at me, the hand clutching my leg has let go, but my whole body has gone limp. I've become aware that the area around the wound is gradually going numb. It's similar to the feeling of receiving anesthesia at the hospital. Even though I want to move, even though I want to run, my body won't listen to a single thing I say. This is all you're good for. Wow. Please stop. If you won't look at me, I'll do this, even if it's bad, in exchange. Huh. Before I realize it, I've lost consciousness. Whether loss of blood was the cause or my heart, there is no one around to tell me the answer. Floating in darkness, I can no longer see. My eyes refuse to open. That's because this is, so to speak, the end of me. Okay, so maybe you can't make a difference. Misguided. Well, that's another bad ending. So I guess he's just crazy and he gets consumed by Mountain Aquarium when it crumbles. I guess. I'm just gonna take a look and see if that one does Shinji-san, having been called by his name. So I'm gonna skip the stuff that's the same. It's all the same? Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter what you say. Okay, well that's it. I'm done playing this game. Maybe if I can find... I think I got the true end, but I don't know. I saw somewhere that you can save that one girl from dying, but I don't think so. Seems like what I got was like, you know, the end. But if I can find anything about this game, I will try. Memories. Oh, I'm missing something there. I didn't get all the bad ends, so I did get that one, but it wasn't on stream. still that I didn't get. Huh. Well, they're like moving images. Nice. Okay. Well. Oh, ending list. Okay, so Himeno's true end. Bad end. Yeah, there's a lot of bad endings, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll play through it again or something, because these look like you can get maybe multiple, like, good ends or something. That's kind of cool. Oh well, I'm gonna end the stream anyway. I work tomorrow, so yeah. Yeah, there's lots of things. I don't know. I like to get all the endings, so I might try. We'll see though. But I'll see you guys later. See ya. Thanks for stopping by the stream.